Frustration can really set in when you figured out with your gray hair, you can't get the proper moisture and you can't get the proper sheen on that beautiful gray hair. You're looking around at product after product after product, and it's like you become a product junkie. Here's why you might be frustrated and why your gray hair is so dry. What's up guys, it's Sharon and welcome to my virtual salon studio where I share with you 3 decades of professional salon experience, and I help you embrace your gray hair with style, one hair strand at a time. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 reasons that you might be experiencing dry gray hair and my solutions on how to fix it. The first reason that you might be experiencing dry gray hair, depending on the climate that you live in, is either heat damage and or heat from styling tools, be it a blow dryer or flat irons or any type of curling iron. Based on the style that you're wearing, if you have a relaxer with gray hair, or if you have any type of style that your hairstylist or you at home are using the blow dryer and or heating tools, then the solution for that is to basically make sure that you are using less heat from the blow dryer and also less heat from your heat styling tools. If you are living in a climate where it's very, very hot and the sun is out all the time, and of course, Chicago is not that, you want to use the right products on your hair to help moisturize and protect your hair from heat damage from the sun. So a moisturizer could be a cream consistency product and or an oil consistency product. But you want to make sure that that particular product is pretty much lack of color so that it's not discoloring your gray hair. 2 of the products that I recommend my clients use on their dry gray hair. It has a very, very pale yellow color to it. I use this product all the time in my hair, and I also use it on my clients' hair. So this is a product that will not discolor gray hair. And this other product, they're both by Design Essentials, is also an oil-based consistency product. And I use both of these on my hair and also my clients' hair. Now, these are products that I use, so I have to let you know what I'm using. You're gonna see a big span of products on YouTube when creators are talking about dry gray hair. I love these 2 products. They're very light on the hair. They protect your hair from heat damage from the sun, and they also can protect your hair when you are using styling tools. Another solution is to try to incorporate more styles that don't require heat. You can create more heat damage by over blow drying and over flat ironing and or curling your hair with heat styling tools. Especially if you have wavy hair, your curl pattern is very loose, then more and more flat iron blow drying is going to loosen up that curl. You won't be able to wear your natural curls. You will find yourself having to transition to more of the rod sets and the styles that I mentioned earlier to create a curl pattern in your hair. And last but not least, just wearing your own curls will prevent you from using so much heat in your hair. So the second reason that you might be experiencing dry gray hair is because you're using shampoos that contain sulfate. And what sulfate shampoos do is really remove a lot of the natural oils that you have in your hair. They don't have the type of ingredients and the type of moisturizers that you need to give that hair moisture when you're shampooing. So you want to make sure that you stay away from sulfate shampoo. And most shampoos on the market have sulfate. They won't have that marketing label, but you want to make sure for yourself and your hair that you're not using any shampoos that contain sulfate. Solution is to use sulfate-free shampoos. So a sulfate-free shampoo on the market is going to have that marketing label. It's going to say sulfate-free shampoo on the bottle. And the reason why you want to use more sulfate-free shampoos is because it's going to contain more moisturizing properties in the shampoo. So it's going to add some more of the moisture, not going to take away all of your natural oils that you already have in the hair. It's going to cleanse the hair when you shampoo it, but it's not going to make the hair feel gritty. It won't make the hair feel excessively dry like most sulfate shampoos do after you shampoo the hair. So resulting to more sulfate-free shampoos is better for your hair, it's better for your scalp, so that it's not just completely alleviating the moisture that you already have in your hair. Make sure you watch to the end for a very important message that I want to share with you regarding dry gray hair. Let me know what is your go-to product for moisturizing your dry gray hair. So the third reason that you might be experiencing dry gray hair is because you have dry brittle ends. And the solution for dry brittle ends is having your hair professionally shaped. I have to say this because I am a hairstylist. I wear short hair, okay? So I'm cutting my hair at least every 2 to 3 weeks. I do a lot of clients who have medium hair, long hair, and they have beautiful hair. But I always tell them that they want to make sure that they're reshaping their ends every 3 to 4 months. I would not go beyond 4 months. And I always say every time the season changes, you need to reshape your ends. Now, the point is I know that I hear a lot of complaints when I get a new client that the last hairstylist cut all the hair off, you know? And so because I wear my hair short, I know that everybody is not a candidate for short hair. Everybody does not want to have short hair. But what I know for sure is that when you wait longer than 3-4 months, you find yourself getting more cut off than you really want cut off when it's time to reshape your end. Regardless of what style you're doing, if you're wearing a wash and go, if you're wearing a rod set, a twist out, and some of the other styles that we mentioned earlier in this video, I know that those styles will look much better and they're easier to maintain once you have your ends reshaped properly. And a lot of times people try to cut their ends at home, but it's really not that easy to cut natural hair. You know, you might snip a few pieces here and snip a few pieces there, but in order to have that professional look, especially with this gray hair, you don't want it to look dry, and then you want a look that you can maintain, a look that looks great on you from day to day. Also a look that does not take all day to actually do at home, which I recommend everyone after 2020 learn how to do something to your hair at home that you don't have to put a wig on or you don't have to tie it up into a bun, but make sure that you get your ends shaped or reshaped at least every 3 to 4 months. If you are not doing any type of blow drying and any type of flat ironing, you're only wearing your hair natural, you still need to have your ends shaped. So just keep that in mind. Be nice to your hair and do what it needs to be done so that you can prevent those dry, brittle ends and have a smooth look. Even a ponytail looks better when you have your ends reshaped on a regular basis. So the fourth reason that you might be experiencing dry, gray hair is that you're relaxing too often. Regardless of how long you're wearing your hair, you want to make sure that you're not relaxing your hair too often. So I might be relaxing my hair every 4 to 6 weeks. And the reason why I do that is because when my hair grows to about 4 inches, I'm cutting it back down to 2 inches. So if I'm relaxing my hair, you know, the hair that's being relaxed is almost new hair because it's pretty much the new growth that has grown in. So with me relaxing often, I may not experience as much dry gray hair compared to someone who might have 6 inches of hair, 12 inches of hair. Then just try to relax that hair or even texturize the hair maybe once a quarter, so every 2 to 3 months. If you happen to be wearing a relaxer with your gray hair, if you want more texture to the hair, you don't want the hair bone straight, then you don't have to leave the relaxer in to the fullest amount of time. So I recommend that, you know, if you're going to a stylist and you're not interested in having your hair bone straight, that you just resort to more of a texturizer. Now, a texturizer is the same product that you would use as a relaxer. You know, society and marketing has us believing that a texturizer is different from a relaxer, but a relaxer and a texturizer is pretty much the same. The only difference is the length of time that the product and the chemical is left in the hair based on your hair's texture and your desired outcome and results. Again, make sure that you're not relaxing your hair too often. In between those relaxers, what you can do is wear more of those textured hairstyles like the rod sets and the twist sets, so that you can give your hair texture and kind of stretch the relaxer a little bit longer so that you're not relaxing so often and you're not contributing to dry gray hair. Be sure when you're done with this video to watch my video on relaxing gray hair. The fifth reason why you might be experiencing dry gray hair is because you're not conditioning properly, especially if you have gray hair that's very long and it's very thick. It's easier for you to just shampoo it in the shower, run the conditioner through, and hop out the shower. No. You need a little bit more time with that conditioner, and I wouldn't say every time you shampoo. If you're shampooing your hair once a week, then alternate. 1 week, run the conditioner through your hair. The next week, the solution for a dry gray hair when you're not conditioning properly is to leave that conditioner in a little longer. That way you'll be conditioning your hair properly. Don't just depend on rinsing the conditioner directly out of your hair. Make sure that you give that conditioner a little bit more time in your hair to impart a little bit more moisture into the hair. A lot of people that have natural hair, I think sometimes you get a little lazy with your hair and you don't feel like doing that conditioning treatment. But in order to prevent you having the dry gray hair that you might be experiencing, you need a little bit more TLC with a heated dryer and or a steam cap. Or if you don't have any of those, I always recommend wet a towel, place the towel inside of a plastic cap, and then put it in the microwave for about less than a minute to heat the towel up. But you want to make sure the towel is wet. After you put the conditioner on your hair, then you're going to put that heated towel on top of your hair and then put the plastic cap on. So that's a good way to condition your hair, to steam your hair without having a dryer at home or without having a steamer at home. So if you follow these tips and condition your hair properly, I guarantee you that you will experience less dry gray hair. I want to do more of series of videos on dry gray hair. A lot of my clients that have experienced dry gray hair, they've tried this product and they tried that product. And a lot of times with women in the transition, the body is changing, hormones are changing, and it's a lot of stuff that's going on with the body. So what I want to do is have more dry gray hair videos here on my channel. And I want to dive a little bit deeper. So in the near future, look for another video that will be a part 2 to this video that will share with you a more holistic approach and why you might be experiencing dry gray hair. So sometimes it's not just from the products that you use on your hair. A lot of times it's something else going on internally because again, your hair gets its nourishment through your bloodstream. So a lot of times you might be deficient in some type of vitamin. You might not be getting the proper nutrition that your body needs. And it might be showing in the results of your dry gray hair, especially if you're not drinking enough water and a host of other things. So again, stay tuned for more dry gray hair videos that are related to more of a holistic approach, a deeper meaning as to why you might be experiencing dry gray hair. But I hope these 5 tips that I gave you today will help you understand why you might be experiencing dry gray hair. So thank you for watching, guys, and make the rest of your life the best of your life and work on being better, not younger. Until the next time, take care. Peace.